Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week. Local fire agencies are sending help to the interior. Water restrictions and just how many fines have been handed out. SPCA is needing some help for sheltering animals from the wildfires. And the Huskers, their offense is on hyperdrive. Peter Lang will have more in sports. Our guests this week include Andrew Crosbie with the Rotary book sale and the Huskers head coach, Bob Reist. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. Over the past week, the wildfire situation in the province has simply gone from bad to worse. There is a provincial state of emergency, and for a while, non-essential travel to the interior was restricted. Local governments in the valley have been preparing for an influx of evacuees. That's still a go. Go to your local municipal social media for information on what is available. Both Chilliwack Fire and the Chilliwack River Valley Fire Departments have sent firefighters and pump truck crews to assist at the scenes. 2 weeks ago, chillTV spoke with Chilliwack Mayor Ken Popoff about watering restrictions and why areas like schools and the roundabouts were still being watered. Well, you can see that interview on the chillTV YouTube channel. That's from August the 10th. Now, if you're wondering about the fines, well, the city has received 137 watering complaints. They've only issued one ticket for $100. SPCA offering emergency support to pet guardians across the Thompson and Okanagan who have been impacted by the wildfires. SPCA already providing emergency boarding services for pets and for evacuees, as well as food and supply. They have set up a special online emergency donation site. All donations will be matched up to $10,000 by the TELUS Health My Pet Fund. Early last Sunday morning, Hope Mounties were called to the 59,400 block of St. Elmo Road after a report of a shooting. They found a 28-year-old man suffering from a fatal gunshot wound. A suspect who was identified at the beginning of the investigation was located eventually. He has been arrested. IHIT now taking over this investigation, and they haven't released any other information.
It's just too much. This is a warning. Thrilltober, a 48-hour film race is coming to Chilliwack.
Horror and thriller movies just 3 minutes long will keep you on the edge of your seat. The fear is real, my friends.
Oh, yeah, but the blood isn't. That's just ketchup. It's all part of the fun.
Join us on October 27th for the spine-tingling screenings at the Vineyard Community Center. And if you want to make your own film, for your chance at great prizes, bring your team to the film race launch on Friday, October 13th. Ooh, scary.
Hey, Chris. You gonna start this barbecue or what?
Yeah. Totally. I brought the ketchup. Oh, okay.
Perfect, you're done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is the annual event for bookworms and music collectors, the outdoor Rotary book sale with proceeds to aid programs that Rotary is part of. So 40,000 books, lots of comics, CDs, DVDs, everything priced from $1 to $5. It is all on the Rotary website, and it is at the Rotary building on Wolf Road behind Townsend Park. Andrew Crosbie with Rotary is going to be here in just a moment to talk about all the details. And Davis Transition Society and Fortis, BC have decided to postpone the outdoor movie night celebration given the current state of affairs in the province, and then we may still have some more air quality issues. All of this was supposed to happen next Tuesday. The society still needs donations, by the way, for kids' pajamas and non-perishable food items. A newly opened playground for kids between the ages of 2 and 5 has recently been added to Promontory. It's on Uplands Road. The play area offers a safe and engaging space for young adventurers. You can view the maps on the City of Chilliwack website. Fall schedule changes for BC Transit start after Labor Day. They include the Fraser Valley Express, the 66. Some of the trips actually are going to stop In Abbotsford at McCallum Park and Ride, others will continue on to Chilliwack. And as well, the summer run for the Cultus Lake bus will end after Labor Day. It will be back next summer. After the break, our interview with Andrew Crosbie of the Rotary book sale. Peter Lang will have more on sports, and we're going to talk Huskers football. This week in Chilliwack continues with our friend Andrew Crosbie of Rotary. Has it really been a year since the last book sale, outdoor book sale?
Yeah, since the outdoor book sale. I was just about to say no and pounce on that. But yeah, it's been about a year.
So we're doing this again. It's a Saturday this time around, August the 26th. And everybody thinks Townsend Park, but in behind Townsend Park.
Yeah, I'll say the address before I forget it. It's 44870 Wolf Road. So it's, just keep going from Townsend Park. You probably won't miss the 40,000 books outside.
Well, that's the thing. And are you going to be able to take donations right up until day of show, or is there a cutoff date for that?
Actually, we will, because it's right behind our warehouse.
Right.
So we do have the bins outside. We can still accept donations. There will be enough people there for sure. Now,
we've been talking about for records, and we'll get to that in a second. But when it comes to books, it is always amazing. Is there one type of book that you want to see more of as a donation, or is it just you guys have got everything from cookbooks to murder mysteries and you're good?
I'll tell you, the ones that sell really well are Western and science fiction. And it doesn't matter. I think if people collect Western books, that's just something that they want, and they really don't care about the condition of the book. So we'd love to see more of those donations. Now,
we talk about records too. The old shellac records. You used to get a lot of them. Do you still do that, or?
I think we get some. I mean, as time goes on, we get less and less of them, I suppose. Yeah. But we certainly have a lot of records.
Lots of vinyl.
Yeah, that's right.
And plenty of CDs.
Yeah.
Lots. And now you'll find me at the CD bin. Okay, that's my weakness. The other thing too, are we doing a lot of DVDs and videos, or is that kind of tapered off over the years? Or?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, we certainly have them, but it has tapered back a little bit.
Yeah. And the reason for all this madness, too, is outside of the fact of getting great deals, is helping out Rotary. What are some of the bigger programs and projects that you've had, just off the top of your head, that the book sale, and of course there's the one in the indoors a little later on in the year, that really help out? Because there's a lot of money that gets raised for this.
Yeah, for sure. So there's things like ongoing projects like maintenance of the Rotary Trail, making it more accessible. And there's also kind of longer term projects, which would be Rotary's donated money to the Chilliwack Emergency, the Blue Heron Reserve, right. That kind of bigger projects, and scholarships as well.
Yeah, and those scholarships would be for what, to get into high school programs or to get into university?
Yeah, to get into university. I think we give about $30,000 in scholarships every year.
Very cool. Now, the outdoor book sale, you've already got a Facebook page up?
Yeah, it's on our Facebook. It's actually really cool to watch it grow into more of an event. Yeah. So this year, last year was great. The outdoor one was actually started because of COVID, and we had to be outside and spaced out. But now we have a band there this year. Okay. So, there's a 2-person acoustic group. They're going to do 3 shows throughout the day. Sin Amen, the Cinnamon Bun Place, will be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're there. Feed us, we're there.
Yeah, totally. And there's going to be a kids area as well, where we're going to have Rotarians reading kids' books.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And might as well bring the video camera there. Okay. Bring your iPhone.
Yeah.
And I'm old school. But that'll be a blast.
It's going to be a great day.
Good
10
stuff.
to 6.
10 to 6, Saturday, August the 26th. Again, it's on Facebook, and you got to get out of here and do more organizing, because I know you're a busy guy.
Yeah, it's a real team effort. It certainly puts
How many people involved putting this together now?
Oh,
off the top of your head?
Together, probably 20. The number of volunteers, that would be 100 easily.
Easy. Fantastic. Andrew Crosbie, a big thank you for dropping by.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate it.
And you're watching This Week in Chilliwack.
This week in Chilliwack sports, the Valley Huskers blew up the Vancouver Island Raiders in both ends of a home-and-home stand. Head coach Bob Reist will join us in a few minutes to talk all things football. The Huskers have a bye next week and are back in action Labor Day weekend, Saturday, September 2nd, hosting the Kamloops Broncos with a 7 p.m. start. And how about those hats? When 2 sports collide, and then add a third, hockey plus football and golf. The Chilliwack Chiefs and the Valley Huskers will be teaming up to host the inaugural Chiefs and Huskers Golf Classic on September 19th. The tournament will be held at the Chilliwack Golf Club with a shotgun start at 1:30 p.m. There will be tons of great food, prizes, and activities throughout the course, plus lots of opportunities to meet and interact with players from both the Chiefs and the Huskers. UFV soccer is coming. The men's and the women's schedules start this week. The women start the season on Friday, August 25th against UBC, with the home opener set for September 22nd against Saskatchewan. The men kick off the season at home against the UBC Okanagan Heat, also on Friday, August 25th. The Chilliwack Landing Leisure Centre is now closed for maintenance until September 8th. Maintenance is also happening at the centres in Mission and Hope. And now let's hand it over to Don with his interview with Bob Reist, and then Cari with the weather.
This week in Chilliwack continues with the Huskers head coach Bob Reist, and let's go back a few weeks ago, and I don't want to belabor the point, but Okanagan had our number. And then the boys came back to back, the doubleheader, or the back-to-back home and home with the Vancouver Island Raiders, and the points are all over the board for the Huskers. Okay, Coach, what did you say to them after the Okanagan game? Because all of a sudden, there was a spark.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt when we went up to Okanagan, it was one of those days where everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and certainly one that we needed to address and get the guys back on the right foot right away. And we talked to them about the belief in the locker room and in the program about exactly who we are, and we needed to get out the next week and really reestablish just who we are, and what our identity is. And I think we did an excellent job of that, first going over to the island and playing VI over there and a big win, 71-24. And then coming back, we talked about it's tough to play the same team twice. It's tough to play a team after you blow them out like that, and to continue to push forward and to continue to better ourselves every week. And we came out again last week with an outstanding effort again. I thought our defense played even better, limiting them to 6 points, and the offense was rolling again. So, it was really just reestablishing who we are and reinforcing the belief in the program that the coaching staff has, that the program itself has, and that the locker room should have within themselves.
That has always been a fear. And a lot of coaches don't want to talk about it, but when you have a home and home like that, and the first game you're just all over them, to be complacent, I would assume that was brought up in the locker room. Guys, foot on the pedal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you nailed it. Complacency is something that can creep in those situations. And, I thought our coaching staff did an excellent job of making sure that we address that right off the bat. Like, it's very easy to sit back and, we got this in the bag and we're going to go out and do the exact same thing. But if you're not preparing to be successful and you're relying on past success, it's very easy to get caught in this league. It's very easy to not bring your A game in those situations. So that's something that we worked very hard on to establish in the locker room, that this is a new week. It's a new team. We got to go out and do the exact same thing that we did last week. And credit to our guys. I thought they came out and did exactly that. They got on them right off the bat, and we didn't let up. And had a really outstanding football game. One
thing that was really refreshing to see was players of the game getting highlighted, not only BCFC, but on a national level. That's got to make the team, there's got to be a confidence boost right there. Has that been talked about in the dressing room right now?
Yeah, it gets talked about all the time. Yeah. The guys compete about who they thought should have been in that situation. But, kudos to our guys. We've had, a few players of the week now, and some guys that probably should have been players of the week that got left off. But it absolutely, there's a sense of pride in that. And, I think we have a very talented roster that can produce game of the week, player of the week type guys. Every week. So it's a matter of who's who's going to bring their A game and, who's going to have the outstanding day. And we look at like Curtis Flynn this last week had an outstanding defensive effort, but he wasn't the only kid on defense that played really well. I thought that unit did as a group, and the same can be said on the offensive side as well. So it's a battle, every week. Who's going to bring your best game, and if you do that and you play the best that you can, you have a chance to be a player of the week, and certainly our guys have embrace the credit that goes along with that.
So basically, you're sitting really pretty now with the first half of the season done. So we're now into the bye for us. When's the next game? Or
we play Kamloops the week after this, so
okay.
not this weekend. Like you said, we're on the bye, sitting at 3-1, which was putting us in a good spot. Currently in third, but. Right there with the top two teams, and they play each other this week while we're on the bye. So somebody's going to be tied with us at the end of that, and we play both of those teams in the latter half of the season. So there's a lot of big football games coming up. We got some big home games coming up against PG and Okanagan as well, and we'd love to get everybody out and pack those stands. And our home crowd has been awesome there. We've got a really good thing going at home. I mean, going back into last year and even into the year before, we've done a lot of winning at home. So we want to continue to do that, and then also improve, and get the job done when we go out on the road as well. And we have some tough road games coming up, West Shore being one of them, Langley another. So there's some big games coming up in the second half of the season for us, but we're excited for the challenge.
A couple of community things coming up involving the Huskers. You've got a golf tournament with the Chiefs, and that's next month, I believe. There's got to be a little bit of building rivalry with getting on the golf course, and you guys want to chump the Chiefs. Come on. You guys want to show them up.
Well, I mean, historically speaking, I think hockey players have the edge on football guys when it comes to golfing. We'll be helping out. Our guys are going to be doing some caddying and stuff like that, as will the Chiefs. But mainly it's about supporting each other, working together as a Chilliwack community, which is something that we've done an excellent job embracing with the Chilliwack Chiefs now, who do an outstanding job, and I think we do an outstanding job in the community. And it's about merging those two clubs together and putting us both out in the community together, which I think is great. I think it's great for Chilliwack. I think it's great for both programs. So I'm excited for the golf tournament. I think I might try to swing a club or two. I don't know if I can
take video.
Yeah,
we gotta take video of this.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But our guys are excited for that as well, and we continue to do a lot of things off the field in the community that I take a lot of pride in, and the group takes a lot of pride in as well.
The other community thing I wanted to touch base with, and it's on Friday, and that's a kids camp. Now, what's the age range? And everybody's going to be out and about, and where's it going to be again?
It's going to be at our field at Exhibition Stadium. That's actually something that our players wanted to set up and do. Like, we've done kids camps in the past, put on by us, the coaches, and having players help out. But this year I had a group of guys that are, coach, we want to put on this program. We want to, do it for the program and just help develop some skill with the younger kids. And I thought it was an awesome idea. So that's coming up this Friday, and it'll be, I think, from ages grade 1 to 6 and
all the way up.
7. Yeah, it's all the way up, right? So, I'm excited to see how they do it. They're pumped, and they want to get out there and be involved and be a part of growing Chilliwack football. And I think it's an awesome idea and a chance for them to take the lead and to see what coaching's all about in some instances. And I'm excited for them, and certainly we're excited to get the community into our field and put them through some drills.
Everything we've been talking about, by the way, you can find it on the Valley Huskers social media, whether it's the website, it's Facebook. You can find it. Bob Reist, head coach, big thank you for coming in.
I appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. You're watching This Week. chillTV weekend weather. So, Cari, is it clear blue skies instead of all the smoke?
Well, Don, we cannot control the smoke, but we can have a great look at the wonderful warm weather that we're having again this weekend, up into the mid-30s, which is going to be wonderful. But look at that, even better. We are going to have some rain next week, or so they say. Don't quote us on it. We're definitely in the final stages of the dog days of summer, which, fun fact, are actually called that because of a star named Sirius, which can be found in the constellation Canis Major, which can be seen in the sky in July and August. I always thought it was named after the dogs laying around in the backyard panting, but what am I? Smart? I don't think so. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. Now, if you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, send us a note and your pictures and your video to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.